This is an introduction to library and computing services for 2018-19. My name's Mike Miles. By the end of this session, you'll have got some idea of our on-campus resources. We'll have a look at our online resources, specifically areas within StudyNet, searching the online library, and also where to go for help and support. But the real purpose of this session is to help you understand that by making best use of library and computing services, you'll be able to save yourself time and get better results. So let's start with the results. Where's the proof? Well, this was a study done in a number of universities, mainly in the north of England, and they looked at library use and student attainment and looked for a link, and they found a correlation between the number of books students borrowed and the number of electronic databases that students accessed and the final degree classification. As you can see, first class honours students were heavy users of those resources. On campus, you can use our Learning Resources Centres. You'll find exactly the same services and facilities in both, the only difference being the book stock, which pertains to the subjects taught at each campus. In the LRCs, we've tried to create flexible spaces so you can find somewhere to work as a group, individually, in silence, or while you're having a snack. It's really important that you get into using StudyNet very quickly. StudyNet's a gateway to all your modules. It's where you'll find books, journals, and other information resources, as well as help and support regarding all the university services. There are 4 main areas within StudyNet. In My StudyNet, you can access a number of individual services. In My Course, that's where you can access your module information. We'll have a little look at that in a moment. The online library, where you can go to find books, journals and other materials, and the general help and support about the university in the final button. Under My Course, that's where you'll find your module information. So My Course, choose your module, and then under Units, that's where you'll find teaching materials and things like reading lists. You can also access information about your assignments and submit your assignments online. There's plenty of help available to you, so use the question mark to find out more. You can send and receive messages using the inbox, so you can communicate with the academic staff. And if you want to use StudyNet on your phone, download the Canvas app. At the start, I mentioned about helping you save time, and one of the main ways that we can do this is when you're looking for information. Looking for information is always a troublesome process. And I know many of you will start here with Google. Now that's great if you're looking for a new phone or a new pair of trainers, but for academic work, you need to stop and think again. The best place to start is with your reading list. There you should find guided reading week by week, and possibly also readings that you need to do to prepare for seminars. Beyond that, the StudyNet online library is the place to go. Using library search, you can discover wider reading to help you get into topics in more depth. You can also discover the subject toolkits, where you may find specialist databases for your subjects. For business, for example, you'll find databases with company financial information, market research reports, and much more. So when you're researching your own assignments or topics in further depth, start with the online library, library search, and your subject toolkits. The online library is accessed through the 3rd button on StudyNet at the top of the screen. Library search, a very simple search box is available to you here. The toolkit lies in the middle of the screen below, so you should be able to pick up the link to business there and the specialist databases. Also worth knowing that you can access your library account just to check what books you have out on loan and so on, and access the study skills information. So if you need to find out more about referencing or general study skills, use these links. There are also links to a number of videos on YouTube about library services. Using library search is very simple. As you've seen, it's a very simple search box. So in the search box, just enter the keywords you need. So if we're looking for a book on study skills and we know the author's Cottrell, we'll use the author's surname and a couple of words from the title. This is the result you'll see. So to access the ebook, just simply click Full Text Online, or to find a print book, note whether it's available or not, and the location, which campus it's on, and the call number, including numbers and letters. Then simply go to the shelf to retrieve it. You can borrow up to 25 books, and these will be 1-week loans. Now these will be renewed automatically, so you don't need to bring them back every week. If the book you want's out on loan, you'll be able to reserve it. Reserving is very easy to do. In your search results, if a book is out on loan, it'll be marked as checked out, and the reserve this item function becomes available to you. Simply click this to place your reservation. If you have a book out on loan and someone else reserves it, make sure you bring it back by its due date. If you don't, a £1 per day charge is made for late returns. We introduced an electronic reading list system at the university last year, and as part of our review of that, we asked students what they thought of it and also what they thought about reading, how important it was to them. These are some tips they gave us. I think they're all very useful, and hopefully you'll take them on board. Another important thing you can do at the university is develop your research skills, skills that will carry you through into the workplace. Come and see us at our library link-up sessions within the LRCs or during the drop-in sessions listed on the case timetable. There are also academic English and maths support sessions on the first floor in both of the LRCs, so do make use of these sessions. There's plenty of help and support available to you. Online, the Ask Heart service is very useful. If you have issues about using library and computing services specifically, the IT systems and so on, do contact the help desk. And during the day from 10 until 4, Monday to Friday, the welcome desk in the LRC, really useful if you have any directional queries finding your way around the buildings. And before you go, there are a number of apps that you might find useful to download onto your smartphones and tablets. The Hearts mobile app, the Canvas app to access your StudyNet modules, Microsoft Office 365 so you can get Word, Excel, PowerPoint and so on, and also lynda.com, which has links to videos and tutorials about using various technical tools. So make the most of these, and all the best with your studies.